Hello and welcome to part 5 of the commentary for High Performance Imports V5. This is a really cool drag meeting I went to, unofficial one in Nagoya, down near the port area, I think on the southern side of the port. Apparently the illegal drag racing had been going on there for decades, but it's well and truly disappeared now. They finally clamped down on it, as they have on street drifting and a lot of other things that used to go on in Japan. They probably still go on somewhere, but it'd be a lot harder to find than it was when I was going there. I got to go and see this thanks to C&Y Sports. One of the mechanics actually drove me there in the car they were working on at the time, and I got to go for a couple of fast runs in that. But later in the video, Chinen's son himself, the owner of C&Y Sports, is tuning a car on the street at the drags, which is the way he used to tune cars. He didn't have a dyno. This is a really classic scene, isn't it? Looks like something out of a Japanese comic book. But it was literally the case back then that there'd be loads of people just sitting around watching, usually having turned up in a perfectly ordinary car. They just want to come down and see what's going on. Someone commented on a previous video that this Mark II appears to be the same one that was racing Central Circuit, and I'm pretty sure they're right. It's got the same stickers, same wheels, same color scheme, and sounds pretty similar too. So there are quite a few proper drag cars that would turn up for this kind of a meeting.
This rubber cake road in Nagoya has been used for illegal drag racing since the 60s. It's not exactly safe, but the most dangerous job is being the starter. Here's a battle that's gone on for 30 years, 240Z versus Hakasuka. These old Skylines were the most popular modified cars right up to the mid-80s, and they're still going strong.
Didn't get a close enough look at that car to see if it was actually a GTR. I don't think so. I think it was just a C10 made to look like a GTR, and also sounded very much like an L series rather than the much rarer twin cam.
Just look out for that truck. The strip is hidden in an industrial area, but we were lucky enough to get a ride in the C&Y Sports R34 Skyline. This is the rear-wheel drive GTT version, so it definitely needs the Nitto tyres. It doesn't look too crazy on the outside, but it has a Hollinger sequential transmission and a GTR engine transplant. With the T88 turbo, it makes 800 horsepower. Preparing it for racing is just a matter of pulling out the silencer.
Really amazing thing is this mechanic who was driving the car said if I wanted to, I could drive it as long as he sat next to me, which was an incredibly generous offer, but I decided against it because I didn't want to be irresponsible, especially as there's no one blocking the road or anything. You get cross traffic and anything could happen. So I elected to let them do the driving. When a bit more notorious car like this turns up, nobody challenges them to a race. It's just them doing a run on their own.
After a test run, it's time for a bit of tuning on the laptop while the others keep on racing. Listen closely and you'll hear that the engine note is cleaner on this pass. Has already run a high 10 at Central Circuit, but they expect it to run even faster. Of course, not everyone takes this place so seriously.
And it chirps thirds too. Not long after this, the police did actually turn up and everyone just scattered in every direction. Really hard to believe that they didn't turn up earlier. It sure was an interesting thing to go and look at though. Anyway, that's it for part 5. I'll be coming back soon with part 6. It was quite a long DVD, HPI V5, and probably one of the better ones I made looking back. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll show you some more later.